Hello everyone, my name is yuxing, and today I will talk about the how can the line can be used for the measure for the distance between two objects. So most of people they think like the light also can let us to see the things, but also the line can help us to measure the distance. So today I will talk about from the three part like how this work, why it is work, and where we can use in our daily life. So let's begin. So this is my student ID card, and my student ID was Z5560622. And this is me. My name is yuxing. Yep, let's move on the first part. So let us think about like why do we need to use lines and why we not use the ruler. The ruler is a good for the short distance because like you can see that this ruler only have 50 centimeters. So if we need to measure like the country to country is how far the ruler cannot be used, like it is also difficult. So sometimes the object is so far away from us, sometimes the object is dangerous, sometimes we can't touch the object. So in this situation that the line is much better tools. The line is fast, accurate, and it doesn't not need to touch the object. So this is why many modern technology they use line to measure the distance. So here we have four example. So the first one is the laser range finder measure the distance like how tall the building, how tall the country, and for the factor use the laser like to check the product size. And then for the self-driving car like Tesla, they use to find the road, find the car or the people. So scientists also use the line to measure the distance like this in the space. So why the light is so useful? So this is the answer. The speed of the light is always the same. So we only need to know if we want to know how long is it travel, we can calculate the distance. So the detector does not measure the distance directly. It measures the time first, and then we can change the time to the distance. So this is the key idea. And then let's move on to the next part. So how does the line measure the distance? So first we look at like the method is called TOF. That is time of the flight. So the name sounds is like a difficult, but actually it is simple. So detector only need to answer one question is like how long the light travel. So once we know the answer, we can calculate distance. See, so we come from the three simple steps. So first, the step is the laser send a short portion of the light, and then light hit the object and then come back. So the third is the detector measure the total travel time. So note that the detector never measure the distance directly, so it only measurement the time. So because of the speed of the light is actually knows, so then time can be changed into the distance. So this is why the TFO work. And next we will move on the formula. Formula is like a little bit difficult, but it is. But first we need to understand one important idea. So first is like most of people they think like why we need to divide it by 2 in this formula. So the reason is that the detector measure the road travel time, like they hit this one, they from here to hit this one, and then they come back. So the distance is like double distance. So if the flight first go to object and then come back, so the flight travel twice time of the distance. If we not divide it by 2, our answer will be like 2 times too large. So this is why like the distance requires the speed time and then times divided by 2. So here is like we also know like the C is the speed, the T was the time travel time, and the D was the real distance. And now we will look at the real life, how it is work in our life. So we have, for example, we have talked before. So now we will talk about like how this work. So the laser ribbon help us to people to measure the long distance, like the how tall the building, how long the car is, and the factory use the laser also make the product more accurate. And the self-driving car like the Tesla, they also send us the thousand of the laser pressure every second. So it helps the car to build the picture, build the map of the road. And also the scientists can use the laser in the space. So one interesting thing I think you guys all know, like the Earth from the moon is how far away we like get. So the scientists like use a mirror with the plant on the moon, and then the scientists send the laser to the mirror and then measure the travel time. So this helped them to calculate the distance between the Earth and the moon. So this shows that the sound physical work in from a few meter to 1,000 of 100 of 1,000 of kilometer. So next we will give on the summary. Today we talk of the 3 important things. First is light travel is a constant speed, and then second is TOF measurement time, not the distance, and the third one is the detector measured with the whole trip, so we divide it by 2. So finally the light measurement is fast, accurate, and not need to touch for the object. So this is why it is used in energy, transport, factor, and the speed of the science. So that is all. Thank you for listening. This is my references. Thank you.